Kingdom Builders Change the World, Chapter 5, Characteristics of the Kingdom. It is critically important for us as kingdom citizens to understand the kingdom characteristics, because then it teaches us how the kingdom operates, how the kingdom works differently in Christians and non-Christians, how the kingdom is manifested, and what the kingdom will do in order to bring the kingdom presence and principles into the earth today. So we'll go through a whole series of 22 different characteristics, obviously beginning with the fact that any kingdom needs a king and a domain, an area in which the king rules over. Every kingdom has power and authority. It also has citizenship, and that's critically important between non-citizens and citizens, because citizens of the kingdom have access to all of heaven's blessings and benefits, unlike the non-citizens. And as citizens, we need to understand how the kingdom operates in and through us. The kingdom also has a constitution. It's called the Bible. And as we are kingdom citizens, we need to learn the Bible to understand what the Constitution includes, what it tells us about the kingdom on earth, what it tells about our rights and privileges and benefits, as well as our responsibilities, and tells us how the kingdom will advance. The kingdom also has blessings. It has a government. And critically, the kingdom has an army. And we as kingdom citizens need to call upon heaven's government to sometimes send the army, which are the angels, in order to protect, to advance, to bless, to watch over, and so forth. The kingdom also has an economy, how it raises money through tithes and offerings. And of course, the tithe is like a tax as well. Also critical is the fact that the kingdom has many moral standards. Unlike the world and unlike Satan, we have a standard set of morals that we follow that advance goodness in the earth. The immoral principles that the world and Satan and others try to advance simply brings chaos, it brings division, it brings death, whereas the morals of the kingdom of God always bring life, always bring hope, always brings restitution, always brings transformation and renewal. And the more we know those morals, the more we can be like Jesus, and we can bring the likeness of Christ into the world around us. Now, the kingdom also has keys. In other words, God has given us keys of the kingdom in order to unlock or shut certain things. We have the right to use those keys, to restrain, to not permit, to block things which will only be destructive. But we also have keys that would allow things to happen, that will permit good to come, for good to occur, for life to come forth. Just like the key of the resurrection, you can even raise people from dead. And I have a friend who was raised from the dead. We also have characteristics of culture. Every nation has culture. Whether you travel to Africa or Europe or South America or Asia or even within the United States, we all have a particular culture. Every culture has a language. Every culture has certain traditions. We have principles of economics, principles of lifestyle, principles of marriage, and so forth. So it's critical that we build the kingdom culture in our individual lives, but especially our corporate lives as citizens of the kingdom. Now, the kingdom also has a commonwealth. Now, a commonwealth is a nation that has all things in common and accessible by all citizens in the commonwealth. So as kingdom citizens, we can call upon the commonwealth of the kingdom to draw what we need from the kingdom in order to carry out kingdom business. Also, the kingdom has ambassadors, that's you and me, and we have an educational system in order to instill not just truth, but to raise up kingdom citizens who will carry out various functions in the kingdom, not just the fivefold ministry, but there are actually 55 ministries in the New Testament. So this chapter will teach you a great deal about the characteristics of the kingdom.